Hey everybody, and welcome to Motivational Monday. It's Monday, and today is the beginning of the week, and it's also the day that people dread the most, mainly because they're not ready for the weekend to be over. They're not ready to stop having fun. Be it work or school or whatever you have to do on Monday, it's kind of hard to face it, especially right now because, man, there is a serious heat wave going on where I am, and I'm sure a lot of the places in the world are experiencing the same kind of heat. It's summer. And it's a tough time to be out there pounding the pavement. That's what you have to do. But today's message isn't go out there and do what you have to do or else. It's actually going to be something far nicer. What I want to say to you guys today is keep your cool. As simple as that may seem, a lot of us are not allowing ourselves to do so. Now, I say this provocatively because it has a double meaning. On one hand, yes, it's important to be out there and taking care of yourself, drinking water. Maybe put a cold wet rag on your head when you get really warm, or try to stay in the shade or go into air-conditioned buildings when you can. But also, it's about your demeanor. It's about your temper and how you handle yourself. Because if you're out there and you're doing what you need to do and you decide that you're going to have a bit of a tantrum or a fit, or you're going to lose your cool and freak out, it's going to be far worse than it normally would be. You're expending much more energy. You're going to be exhausting yourself and you're putting yourself at risk. Now, additionally, it's emotionally draining to not keep your cool. I'm sure we've all done it. We've gotten to a place where we get so upset that we have an outburst and we freak out. I've done it a million times, and I gotta tell you, I regret a good majority of those. But with that in mind, we obviously have ways that we can avoid that. There's a lot of different ways that you'll find out there where people claim you can keep calm by doing certain things. And yeah, some of those are great, but I think it's important to maybe identify a few that work for myself. Because you'll see a million of these and they won't apply to anybody. But I think a great way to keep your cool is to divert your attention. Say if you're in a situation where you're focusing on something really horrible and you just can't get around it, well, you need to remind yourself of one of the things that bring you joy. Now, I talk about this in a previous Motivational Monday where I talk about keeping things at hand that you can bring up at a moment's notice that will give you pure joy and help you to get around any adversity or anger or pain. For me, I use a specific band's music, a very high energy, very fun, and very exciting music that gets me happy no matter what. But for you, it could be something different. Maybe you want to think of a certain animal. Literally recall to yourself and talk about it to yourself. Say, man, I remember that video where the panda bear rolls down the hill and it tries to bite the zookeeper playfully, and she keeps yelling at him to stop. Stuff like that. Stuff like that is simple, and it sounds dumb, but you'll find that recalling it and bringing it up in a tangible sense where you're talking to yourself about it actually can sometimes help you divert your attention from the thing that's upsetting you. Now, if you're in the middle of an argument, don't sit there and go, yeah, well, you know what? I'm remembering that panda video. No, of course, you need to kind of internalize this as well. But I do think a great way to get around things sometimes is to, bring up something that you love and recall it. Maybe just say it to yourself very low. I remember that video. That panda was so funny. It's silly and it's simple, but sometimes it works. No, but seriously, it is good to be able to keep yourself from falling into a tantrum or a fit or having a nervous breakdown, because it's all the more likely when you're hot and frustrated and you're upset, it starts to get to you. It starts to pick at your brain and it makes you irrational. So stay cool both physically and mentally. And you'll find that this Monday won't be quite as terrible as you're perceiving it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like on the video and comment. Hey, did this help you? Or did it not? Or what do you do to keep yourself from losing your cool? If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. I make multiple videos a week and sometimes I even stream. If you want to watch any other Motivational Monday content, I'm going to link a video right over here. So take a look at that if you want to. As I always say, if no one else is there for you, these videos will always be here for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome and productive Monday and stay cool.